This example is going to expand upon our My Company application. We already have a home page for the company. We have a home page for HR. But in this example, we're going to implement parameters so that if we entered a product like this and said /product and then entered the product number, it would bring up a nice response and tell us that the book, The Definitive Guide to Django, costs $44.99 and is in the web development category. So earlier in the semester, we talked about parameters. We talked about the role of parameters and how they can customize. We added two things together. We squared some things. We used parameters in that way. So I'm going to bring back that thread now, and we're going to see how to integrate the models as well as the views as well as parameters, which makes it a very, very powerful combination. And in this example, I'm going to walk you through how to do this example. So we have category and we have product. We have category can have many products, and a product can have only one category. You'll notice that the category has an ID and product has an ID. Those are both the primary keys. And then there is a foreign key here called category ID, and that links together with the category ID here. So the ID here in this table, where it's equal to this category ID, that's where the two match up. Simple database concepts, a lot of what you talked about in 330. So this is what the product models.py would look like. Now we're going to create this in just a minute, but when you're going to introduce or add models.py, this is what you're going to use. Again, a little bit of a warning. It never works very well if you just copy and paste directly from PowerPoint or from Word because of the embedded codes. But I'm going to walk you through this. This is what the code looks like. The category has a category name, which is a char field, and there's a magic method that returns the category name. And then there's the product table. That is also a char field, and it has a unit price, which is a float field, which will store decimals, sets a default value of 0. Category, which is an integer field, of course, and then we have quantity, which is an integer field, and then we have category, which is the foreign key, which you saw just a minute ago, and that's going to link to the category table, along with the magic method, which simply returns the description. So this is what we're going to implement. Now this video is going to be a little different. These are the steps that I'm going to walk through and show you how to do. There's not going to be much talking here when I do this, but I am going to go through this step by step and show you the steps that I do, and I'm going to check them off as I get them completed. I will add annotations to the video, so that as you watch the video, I will explain to you in the annotations how I did what I did and why I did what I did. So hold on tight. Let's go ahead. We're going to be using the company app as we've been using, and let's go ahead and get started. Now at this point, I've actually already populated the data. So let me show you what I've entered quickly, just to save time. I entered the categories first: web development, detective fiction, data analytics. Apparently we're a bookseller in this situation. And then products, I entered some example products. You'd be encouraged to do this on your own, of course. Enter some data. Okay, that is it. Let me save all. let me activate the web server and let's test. See if there's any errors. We do. So we have in product.views, there's no attribute home. So read these error messages. I do get error messages just like you. I left the error message in the recording because I think it's good for you to see. It's referencing urls.py in line 5, and it's saying that we have something in the product URL. So apparently I did not make something. Notice it says, look at the path here, product urls.py line 5. So let's take a look at that. Line 5, okay. I copy and pasted this and forgot to remove it, so that's what's causing the problem. We're in the products added application. This, you don't need this in that, so that's a mistake. That is in the HR added application, but this should be fine now. So let me go ahead and fix this, save all, and let's check and see if it clears. It does. So let's try it now. I'm going to hold Control and hit. And we've got our company. Let's just make sure HR is still there. We've still got our HR homepage. That's good. Finally, let's check and see if we can get information about a specific product. Product / let's say number 1. And the definitive guide to Django costs $44 and is in the web development category. Notice we're missing a space here. That's easy enough to fix. If we go back here to the views and costs, and I didn't put, where was that mistake? To Django cost. So it's after the name. Oh, the description. Should be a space right there. And if I hit save file, save all, go back, refresh, and it fixes it. I hope this helps. Take care now.